Did you know that the first Lamborghinis made were actually tractors? Yeah, neither did I. What's up, movie fans? Movie Man here. And the movie we're going to be discussing is Lamborghini. You know, I watch a movie like this, and it turns out I like this one a hell of a lot better than I did the Ferrari movie. The Ferrari movie about put me to sleep. And that's in a previous video. You can go watch that one. But yeah, I watch a movie like this, and it'll push me. If I like the movie, it'll push me into digging into the history of the actual person a little bit, which is what I did here. And Lamborghini turned out he had a brilliant mind for business. Go figure. Yeah, the man worked as a mechanic during World War II. He comes home from World War II and he's wanting to get into building tractors. He felt like that he could build tractors that a lot smaller, just as powerful, that don't cost nowhere near as much to build. So he rents out this garage and he buys these old military vehicles that are no longer in use because the war's over, right? And he winds up cutting them down and using the engine parts and differentials and winds up cutting them down and building what would become the first Lamborghini tractor. And with the growing demand of tractors and the need of tractors in Italy at the time, he got into manufacturing tractors, and his little company just took off like a rocket. And as time goes on, his wealth is beginning to build, and he starts to be able to afford more expensive cars, and like Mercedes and Jaguar and Maseratis, and he even owned enough cars by the early 1950s. He owned enough cars where he could drive a different car every day of the week if he wanted to. And then he goes out and he buys a Ferrari. Now, he thought the Ferraris were good cars, but he felt like they were too noisy and they didn't ride very good. And he thought that the clutch assembly was junk. And he even brings this to Ferrari's attention at one time, and Ferrari just blew him off like, leave me alone. Go back to you building your tractors. And it winds up pushing him to modify his own personal Ferrari with a clutch assembly that he modified for himself. And the car lasted, which pushed him into getting into the automotive industry, which is what we have today.